Welcome to the city of Fort Worth. We have over 1 million citizens in the city, and over 900,000 residents that do not have a clue about what is happening in this city. They are unaware that Fort Worth is number 1 in corruption in the country. Over 50% of the residents in Fort Worth are unregistered to vote, and 43% of the registered voters do not vote in our local election. It is going to require more citizens getting involved to tip the scale. Local voter education guideline on what we need in a candidate is a candidate that will not accept endorsement from the Fort Worth Star-Telegram, Firefighter Association, and the Police Association. They are undermining our local elections.
It was very easy for Maddie Parker to become mayor of Fort Worth. All she had to do was get endorsements from the police. Namely, the chief of police, and all his guys, and even some more guys, and even Daddy Bill. Not only did she get votes from them, but she got money for her campaign. So now, what does she have to give back to them? Because the citizens have been complaining about the police, she decided to limit their speech. Citizens can only talk during one city council meeting per month. And when they finally get a chance to talk, suddenly they get directives before the speech, they get interrupted during the speech, and this mayor allows her city council to ridicule, roll their eyes, and whisper and make fun of them as they're speaking. And if she really doesn't like what they're saying, instead of letting them have their 3 minutes, she turns off the mic. And
Madam Mayor and Council, the First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment, and the 14th Amendment, which is clearly under attack by our Supreme Court, all matter to everybody of every gender and every identity. The point being made, which is missed by the entire council, is that you have enabled the ability to...
Thomas, do you have anything on this MNC?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Please get to it.
Okay. I'm just trying to not be scolded or to be harassed or bullied by members in power.
No one's harassed
We're
you.
David and you are Goliath.
We're done. That's next item. Go ahead.
I want to address this item.
No, you're done. You're done. You're done. You're done.
That's an address. That's all it is. When can you come to council and not say the words FWDistrict5.com? It's the same thing as if I put a sign up in front of my house saying,
Bob, you're off topic. You're off topic.
It's not off topic.
It is, and we're going to shut your mic down.
See?
Stay on topic.
Oh, am I still on?
Stay on topic. Mic's gone. Mic's gone. Your mic is gone.
You don't have to jump up.
Yes, he will.
If they just tell me to sit down, I'll sit down.
Sit down.
Oh, okay. I just didn't understand them.
Thank you, Bob.
Individual filed a claim certainly is probably legitimate and the lawsuit should be settled. This is just a bellwether of the number of lawsuits that are coming towards the city of Fort Worth, not just small claims, but the number of big claims because of the repeated misconduct by the police department. You may not like the fact that you interpret in advance that I get off subject. I want to point out that we've seen developers come up here and spend 7 or 8 minutes, not signed up like all of us are.
Thomas, please, do you have anything related to this MNC? So last first speakers on this item. I think I'll first turn to Councilmember Firestone and recognize any remarks you'd want to make.
Thank you, Mayor. So, of course, I'm going to put this forward with, great enthusiasm to approve. But I do see a couple of people in the back there, Mike Berry, Roger Venables.
Yeah.
Mike, would you like an opportunity to comment at all or say anything? So as Mike's walking down, Mike is CEO of Hillwood, which is the Perot's company that has largely built the Alliance area.
Thank you, Councilman Firestone. I hadn't planned to speak, but I thought I might have an opportunity, so thanks for calling on me. On behalf of all of us who've been associated with the development of the entire.
And she'll trespass any reporter that she does not approve of. The Constitution says that we should be able to redress our government, and we should be able to do it without fear of retaliation or of ridicule. But both of those things happen at this city council. And to add insult to injury, this city council has never, ever addressed a concern brought up by a citizen. And each week they continue to take the citizen's voice away.
After less than 5 months in office, the mayor, Mattie Parker, and city council members removed the public presentation from the city council agenda. I think this is the worst thing that a mayor and city council could do to the citizens that placed them in office. To take away the First Amendment shows that they don't care about this country or us. And this is how they did it.
Now here's a resolution from our last council meeting in September. And it's a resolution of the city council to rearrange the settings and the regular scheduled city council work session and city council meetings in the month of November and December 2021 all the way through January 2022, or through December January 2022.
When it was placed on the council agenda, you can see nowhere does it mention that the public presentation was to be removed from the city council agenda. The most vital part of the information was left out. Fort Worth City Council members and the mayor are shameless to use children in a photo op to make themselves look good. These kids do not know that the mayor and city council rob them of their right to speak at the city council meetings. When the mayor and council members are asked why they remove the public presentation from the city council agenda, here is what we get.
This is our Fort Worth City Council member at the end of the council meeting. Now I've asked them to come down and take one question is what I've asked these people. Just one question. They can't answer it. Matter of fact, they sent me 2 pages from the attorney's office threatening to ban me from City Hall for asking a question. It was full of lies and that. So we'll see if any of them, we've asked them earlier if they'll come down and take a question. I don't think they will. They accuse me of yelling, but they won't come down when they talk to you. You got to yell to reach them. Mattie, would you like to come down and say how you didn't take away our rights? Okay. You don't want compliment on that one, do you? Okay. Anybody?
Well, do any council members want to come down and answer why they took away our right to speak? Are you all going to run out the back door? Mr. Firestone, would you like to come down and speak why you took away our right to speak at City Council? Jarrett, would you be scared to come down and answer one question? Councilmember Jarrett, will you answer one question? No?
Part one. You really won't answer a question. I'm just asking, why did you take away our right to speak at City Council? I also wonder why you thought it was unrespectful for me to ask you a question in front of people. Or not in front of people now, Jarrett. Are you scared to answer that question now, sir? You still won't answer it. You know, Chris says it's your fault. He did an interview. He said it's y'all's fault. He didn't want to both take away our right to speak. So you agree with him? You agree with him, huh? Okay, Jarrett. You're supposed to be a representative. You're supposed to be a representative. That's no way to act, Jarrett.
Any councilman want to come down and answer why you took away our right to speak? How about you, Mr. Firestone? Are you man enough to come down and answer that question? You're not running as fast as Crane does, but you're running.
Is that, you know, he won't answer any questions, not one question since he's been here. I met him in the hallway and he turned his back to me, wouldn't answer one question. Much like the rest of y'all. He's new, he just got in here. At least you were here for a couple of meetings before you completely shut down. But yeah, it's just one question, and he can't answer one question, and that's y'all's job, to be on the boards or anything, to talk to the public, isn't it? To answer a question, and not one of you, and I'm asking again, or Mr. Crane, would you want to come down and answer one question?
We're going to stick here.
Just one question is all I have. Well, we don't have a public comment anymore to ask you to come down. You took that away.
That's false, but keep
That's
going.
true. I can't speak. I can't speak now.
Thank you.
And I don't have 3 minutes afterwards to talk either.
Other items. Thank you.
Mr. Crane, you want to answer why you took away our right to speak? Hey, Mr. Crane, you running out the door? How fast can you run? Mr. Crane, how fast can you run?
Probably faster than you.
You can run pretty quick, can't you?
Come out and be rolling.
All right, we took away our right to speak, Mr. Crane. You don't want to answer on that? That's what a council member does. He answers the questions.
Hey, Jerry,
Mr. Baylock.
Thanks for coming out. Appreciate y'all being
Mr.
rolling.
Baylock, your answer on that was the same as everybody else told you how to answer. Am I doing anything wrong? Okay, that's okay. Okay.
Quickly, Mr. Crane, how fast can you run for the door today, Mr. Crane? Quickly, you can do it. You did it faster last time. A little bit quicker? Okay. That is your council members of Fort Worth right there.
Crane, are you scared to answer a question? See this backside of Mr. Crane? This is what you see, the Fort Worth council members, the backside. That's all you see is the backside of the council members. They won't answer a real question. Watch this. Watch Mr. Crane run. This is District 3, Fort Worth City Council, Mr. Crane. This is all you see is the backside of him. If he took an oath, this man called me a dickhead.
Thanks for being a good constituent. I meet with my constituents right there. That's right there. That's right.
Watch this coward run. Watch him run. What a coward. Look at him. What a coward. Look at this coward. He is scared to answer the question.
And his 4 people are watching and they don't get it.
See how they run from the camera? So when they say they're doing good for our city, that's a lie.
Mayor, respectfully, he's not on topic.
Yeah. Thanks, Jared. I'll take care of it. Okay. We got lots of speakers after that one. Who wants to go first? Elizabeth?
You know, last week we heard from Mr. Willoughby, and he once again chose to focus on someone's national origin as his discussion point. And last week, I reminded him that his not so thinly veiled racism is not welcome in these chambers, nor is it welcome in this city. So you can keep it at home. You sway no vote on this council. You pick up not a single ounce of public opinion when you come in here with that mess. The Hispanic Chamber does an amazing job for this city. It does an amazing job lifting up a group of people that have historically been marginalized. So to come here today and to demand that they need Americans is disgusting. I cannot wait to vote in favor of not just this one, but I know you're up next to speak too about the Black Chamber, and so I would remind you to keep your racism outside of this chamber. And I'm going to let my colleagues make this motion, but I have said what I needed to say, and I'll be back if you do it again.
Elizabeth Beck, would you like to comment on taking away our right to speak at City Council? Any words on that? No words on that.
Yeah, it was good hearing you speak tonight, Bob.
Can you not speak or answer that question why you took away our right?
You spoke tonight. It was good to
No,
hear.
I mean the 3-minute presentation we had when we spoke about what we want to, Elizabeth. We can't speak about that no more? We're not allowed to speak. How about when you called me a racist down here, Elizabeth? Would you like to compliment on calling me a racist and not backing it up? I guess not.
And the law enforcement entity, the capability of doing lots of things. The Fort Worth Information Intelligence Exchange, a federal fusion center that wasn't asked for by the feds or the state the city established, will now be able to track every pregnant woman and every doctor that provides healthcare services. The technology that you already funded includes license plate readers, which can be interlocked and interconnected with all the other surveillance systems throughout the state. What you literally have done has enabled Sharon Wilson to do her dream and prosecute women and doctors.
Elizabeth, appreciate this moment. You come up here a lot and you speak. You've done it before. You'll do it again. You'll continue to do it. It's your stick. We get it. I understand that you don't agree with this particular agenda item, but to invoke what is a tragedy to women across this country, to sit there and seem smarter than rest of council so that you can talk at us is disgusting. You do not have the microphone, sir, so you can stand there and you can listen, which is what we have to do 3 minutes at a time, ad nauseum to you. What you just did shows your utter lack of understanding of what women in this country are going through right now. And for you to act as a savior when you come up here with your misogyny week after week, you can save it because it falls on deaf ears here. And I'm pretty sure I can speak for the rest of my council members when I say that. You have a great day and you keep our trauma out of your mouth.
Chris, take one question right here, will you? Okay. You vote to remove the public presentation, which gave us 3 minutes to speak about anything we wanted to at the city council meeting. So we're not on there next month at the city council meeting. There's no public presentation. Other cities have public presentations all around us. Would you explain to us why did you remove our public presentation so that we can't speak anymore at city council? Let him finish that answer.
I know.
Go ahead. Let me get an answer out of him.
So Bob, you know that if you watch the work session, that I did not agree with us not having public presentation every week.
Didn't vote that way. Yes, it does. To me it does, and to the voters it does. Okay, to you it don't, but to us it does. I appreciate it.
The way I voted because we came to a compromise, and that's what has to happen at the city level. That's what I want you to
Why don't you ask us? Why don't you ask us about that? You didn't. Because we came down here and told you not to, but you did it anyway.
Right.
We asked you not to put it on there, and you did it anyway. So you don't listen to us.
Right. But if you ever get an opportunity to sit on city council, you will understand it has to be a compromise.
No, that's not true. That's not true. No, sir. That's our problem with our government now is compromise.
Right.
You don't compromise your First Amendment.
That's how you get things done.
You never compromise your First. You don't compromise your First Amendment. But you do. You believe we should compromise our First Amendment. You ought to be ashamed of yourself for that. Thank you. Thank you for your time, Chris.
We need to make a correction in the video. It states that the mayor reduced our public presentation from 4 times a month to 1 time a month. Not true, it has been reduced to 0 times a month. The citizens of Fort Worth have no public presentation on the city council agenda.